Hey everybody, welcome back to some Wargroove. I'm the Comic Foil, and we are surrounded by plant people. We gotta do something about that. I count 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies in this area alone, plus another one over here. We'll take care of this one over here pretty quickly. And so we also got this crystal here, just to remind you what's going on. Yeah, we're getting ambushed by Florins, and my general here is Emmerich. Emmerich used his Wargroove power to deploy this crystal that gives extra defense to everybody in it. The crystal has sustained some damage here, so we're going to try and see... We're going to try and clear this place out a little bit more. So this knight back here, if he... Yeah, also we have enemies down here, too. We have somebody attacking my homestead here, so... I'm gonna bring this knight over here to try and fight off this plant. And we are going to buy a new unit, I just haven't decided what yet. So if you moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, you wouldn't be able to move any further than that if I tried. So I guess for starters, let's have the knight attack this guy. Yeah, and it looks like that's enough to kill. I forgot how overpowered knights actually are. That they're just very strong in general. And we got a ranger up here, so that's a problem. I don't think you're going to be powerful enough to do much to that guy, no. So... yeah, this swordsman might be just about done. You only have 2 here, so let's... yeah, let's have the dogs take you out. Alright, so this should actually be pretty manageable. Guess we'll take care of you over here as well. If I move a dog over here... that's going to be a nice trade, but I'm actually going to wait instead. Because I'd rather move this pikeman up here and then get the crit. Or do I want the crit with the dog? Okay, whichever one I do it with is going to take a little bit of damage. But I'll have the pikeman started off, and then I'll have the... my battle pup finish him off. Yeah, so that only did like 10% damage there. Right, so the pikemen get their critical hit if they're next to another allied pikeman, and the dogs get a critical hit if the enemy is next to another dog. So very similar concepts, but a little bit different. And if you're confused what I mean by that, just look at how I set these guys up, because that's exactly how I think I should have done it. I feel like that was my best possible move at this juncture. Yeah, I'm gonna have Emmerich fight to take out this guy, and I'm pretty sure my swordsman is gonna die this turn, but that'll just have to be okay. So you're gonna be my yeah, you're gonna be my sacrificial lamb there. As for my knight, I'm going to send another knight down here just to help out, just in case there are more units, but then I should really be thinking about getting more units up to the front lines to push forward. Yes, because there are more guys. Good, I'm glad I sent that other knight. Now, luckily, my Ents recover health over time. I keep calling them Ents, and that's not what I should be calling them. My towns, my villages. They rebuild their defenses over time. So this isn't as bad as it could be. Okay, and you're not attacking my swordsman. You're going after my structures. That's because there's pikemen going after the swordsman. Okay. Yeah, Fog of War. Fog of War is always a pet peeve for me. I've come to accept it a little bit more, but I always hated it in Fire Emblem because I always felt like, you know, I always thought of Fire Emblem as being kind of like chess, and in chess you're supposed to be able to see all the pieces. There's not a situation in chess where, you know, the point of chess is that you can see the entire board all the time and strategize against everything, but maybe that's less, you know, indicative of how war should be in general, because... Oh no, I actually can't get a knight over there. That's a bit of a problem. Okay, I guess I'll make a ranger then? I have a lot of money, so... Yeah, no sense trying to conserve it all. Okay, get a knight up here. And let's start moving these guys up to see what they can see. Probably gonna be able to see more units soon. Oh, they actually have a village here. Okay, they control this village. They probably control this barracks. It hadn't occurred to me that in the fog I wouldn't be able to tell who was controlling what. That had not occurred to me. Whoa, 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 oh my. Okay, and is that Sedge? I think that's Sedge. Yep, okay, a capable but vicious Floran general who cuts a shadowy figure. Alright, that's a little scary. Okay, I'm gonna start cutting off his, resources then. Okay. Because even though I can't capture this yet, I can keep him from collecting money on it. And Emmerich is going to... Oh yeah, I can use my Wargroove again right away. So actually I'm gonna move here and use my Elder Shield here.
This should protect us.
Very good. Alright, so I might lose this village that's down here, depending on what they want to do, because I don't have great defenses here. Okay, you're going after the crystal as well. They like attacking the crystal. It reminds me a little bit of in Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. There's a unit called the Summoner. Okay, I really missed the Summoner unit. I thought that was a fun unit. Okay, getting a little overwhelmed here. Maybe I should just accept losing some of these villages down here and instead focus more on the push forward. I mean, I'll keep these units down here. They can do their best, but yeah, I think these two knights are gonna do their best to defend whatever they can, but we need to keep moving. So more knights, because knights will get up there faster. And yeah, who can capture this spot? You can, so let's capture this now while we're thinking about it. But no, not yet. I'd rather put him here where the knight is. So instead, 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so be it. Attacking some swordsmen. Sedge, where did you go? Where'd you go, Sedge? He's hiding. He's hiding from me. Okay, who can I can one-shot the Ranger with Emmerich, which I think will be a good idea.
This should do the trick.
I don't know if I'm being... This might be me being a little bit too willy-nilly with Emmerich here. I might be risking him a bit too much. Knights are really strong, but they're really weak against pikemen, so that probably isn't a good idea over there. Gonna capture this spot, keep them a little bit busy. And then... yeah, move the dog up, get a better view of everything. And this pikeman's just gonna have to wait with this other pikeman. Then I guess let's do our best to hurt one of these dogs. Or one of these, I don't even know what to call them, little blobbies. They remind me of the dog from, you ever see the movie version of John Carter of Mars? I think the movie was just called John Carter. Yeah, based off of a very good book series. Ooh, I like his grass teleport
I have
move.
a spell for this.
Yeah, I shouldn't have kept, I should not have kept Emmerich so exposed. That was probably a bad move.
I have a spell for this.
Yeah, do you have a spell for surviving this? Because that's kind of what we need right now. Yeah, I got a little too aggressive here. Lesson learned. Could this be my first failure? Well, it's not a failure this turn, at least. So Emmerich's gonna back off, because he needs to live. And he is going to capture this point.
This should be advantageous.
If for nothing else, then again, just to keep them a little bit more busy. Knight's gonna come up here. Archer's gonna come up here. And we're just gonna... We're just gonna have to do our best to keep him occupied. Yeah, I just have to decide exactly how I want to do that. Yeah, Pup's gonna do better against you than... Gosh, it's so many units. Okay, it's a little better to go on the offensive, or it's a little better to try and attack first, I should say, because then you can lower their health so that they can't do as much damage, you know? Yeah, so we're... Sedge only gets one attack. Sedge only gets one move, so we're trying to kind of focus on everybody around Sedge instead of Sedge himself. These guys both have protection here. Okay, and I think I'm gonna have my pikemen move north a little bit and try and cut off the supply of enemies that are coming in. As for you, Horsey, you can finish off these pikemen down here, and that's one less unit that's gonna get to move this turn. Now, what he might be doing with some of his units that I damage is I think he might be taking some of them back to these villages to heal up and then bring them back in. That might be part of what's happening. Okay, Okay. Excellent. It looks like that was the last of their rear ambush units. Now we can focus all our efforts on the floor and on the northern front. How do you know that? There's fog. To win this battle, we must defeat their barracks or their commander. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could win just by taking their barracks. I forgot. So now that I got the barracks, can they win if they take my barracks? Neutralize the enemy barracks or defeat Sedge. Yeah, I don't know about that. But I think I'm out of movable units. Everybody's moved, right? Oh, but I can create a new unit. Right. And I really do want to do that to stay in the game. Yeah, I'm sticking with Knights just for the movement. Just for the movement of getting them up here as soon as possible, because I'm scared. I've also noticed, I feel like Emmerich, maybe it's just because I'm using him more, it could be that simple, but I feel like I'm really noticing him getting his Wargroove charged very quickly. Maybe his Wargroove charges faster, though, too, because I don't think it's as good as Mercia's was. I'm a little partial to the name Mercia, but it's weird for me to think of it as the name of a person, because Mercia was a name I used for the setting of the first ever D&D campaign that I ran. So, which is why I'm enjoying that name a lot. Okay, so we are going to once again do the Elder Shield here.
Stones defend us!
Sedge slunk back off into the darkness. I'm not too happy about that. Okay, and that's far enough for a full charge, so I'm gonna one-shot these pups, even though they're at mostly full health. That's great. Yeah, push up here, and see if we can get a... yeah. As for you, so I have this one pup that's... yeah, I have two very damaged pups. Maybe I should just use them to scout, I'm not sure. I don't know, I don't have enough resources to really... okay, I'm gonna send you up here to scout. Okay, found Sedge. Had a feeling he was around there somewhere, so that guy's pretty much offering himself up, but that lets me move a stronger knight into that spot to take out these pikemen. Cool. Part of the problem of me playing very tactical games like this is that I don't get to have as much of my like rando conversations as I usually have. You know, like when I'm playing Freedom Planet, I can kind of talk about other stuff, but it's a lot harder for me to hear. But yeah, part of why I originally bought Wargroove was because I had been thinking I wanted to make a video all about different tactics games, partially inspired by a episode of Snowman Gaming that I really liked, where he did a similar sort of thing. Wait. Okay, reinforce. Okay, so I can't see that guy now, but, my dogs will be a little stronger. Okay, and let's make another, let's make another actual unit, because I'm gonna need to capture some stuff. I mean, knights are actual units, too. I mean, let's create, like, an infantryman. Ugh. That's strong. You're very strong, Sedge. Pikemen versus pikemen. They got the first hit, so it's gonna be a better trade for them. But that's okay, because that's why I brought 2 pikemen. So weaker one can back off, and actually that messed me up a little bit. So instead, let me just move this puppy over as far as possible. Okay, now I can see what I'm doing. And, you guys are a lot stronger than I thought you'd be. In point of fact. Okay, well... yeah, can I come up here and... start taking down your barracks? Because if I could do that, I don't even need to defeat Sedge. I like that Florence helmet. It's very cute. Alright, so I think I'm gonna have this one finished soon. Yeah, I'm reinforcing myself a little bit. Emmerich's gonna stay out of the rest of this fight. He's just gonna relax. And hopefully my pikemen don't die. Let me check the ranges on these guys. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna start moving Emmerich around here in case the pikemen do die. Yeah, and you just stay right there, Nightman. This knight is going to be sacrificed for the good of Cherryland. And yeah, here, have another swordsman. Alright, so the pup, they're still... I mean, I know I've cut off some of their money, but they probably still have enough to summon a new unit every turn. Yeah, so that's that swordsman there. And that's a dead knight. That's okay, because I have another knight ready to plug up the gap right there. Yeah, and as scary as all this is, we're actually almost done. Yep, so that should be it.
You think you can beat Sedge so easily? This isn't the end of the hunt.
Sedge will catch you.
I like his voice.
Sedge will watch you. Sedge will stalk you. And when you least expect it, Sedge will pounce.
Sedge? There you are. Who are these strangers? Sedge, are you embarrassing yourself again?
We're invaders.
Huh? Trespassers.
Humans bent on the destruction of the Gloomwoods. Sedge caught them. Sedge defeated them. Greenfinger need not worry. Soon they will be dead.
Huh?
Greenfinger? The Florin King? Yeah, we're gonna meet the King of the Florins now. Awesome. Okay, I only got a B. I was probably a little bit too slow. Partially because I didn't know where reinforcements were coming from, so I spent time moving back and forth. But that's okay. I'll take the B. Alright, so I did not, I forgot to set a timer for myself on this one. There we go. So... yeah, we got the codex on Florin now, so I actually want to check that before we go into Act 2, Mission 2 here. Let's check the codex. Yeah, let's read up on Florin here. The Florin and their lands. No one knows for sure where the Florin came from. Even the Florin themselves are more than a little hazy on the subject. History, it's fair to say, is not their strong point. However, the inquiring mind need not give up hope of discovering their origins. We can we can, with justified conviction, make an educated guess. Around 900 years ago, give or take a day, a comet smashed into the north coast of central Urania. The impact caused a minor tremor and a great amount of inconvenience to a group of local fishermen who lost several rods and a tackle box to the burning debris. When humanoid figures emerged from the wreckage, the fishermen thought to give these reckless hooligans a piece of their minds. Unfortunately, they ended up giving the figures much more than that, as 3 of the fishermen were eaten on the spot. The 4th and final fisherman fled. A scrawny fellow, he was lucky to retain what little flesh he had on him. Though this is all we know of that fateful day, one need not take a huge mental leap to infer that this was the Florin's genesis in Urania, especially as shortly after the comet's collision with the fishermen, rumors and reports of tree people began to spread across the continent. 900 years ago, Urania's population was minuscule, so the Florin had little trouble in carving out their own niche in the peaty woods and muddy deltas of the central continent. They thrived in such a fertile environment, and enjoyed comfortable, easy lives, developing a special affection for the Gloomwoods, their favorite and most cherished hunting grounds. Florin, as a general rule, aren't mean or cruel, but they do seem to struggle with the concept of the sentience of other races. As the years passed, they found it easier to stop hunting the native humans and instead keep them at a distance. Boar and deer tasted better anyway, and whenever they hunted a human, other humans would come, brandishing flaming torches and pitchforks, and start a big fight about it. Eventually, they had to figure, why bother, so the Florin are peaceable enough when left to their own devices, as long as you leave their hunting grounds alone. Okay, but they did said before that, Cherrystone and the Florins do have a pact where people from Cherrystone have, agreement of safe passage through Florin lands. I do want to read one more since we just used Emmerich. Let's read up on Emmerich a little bit. So, Emmerich is an immensely powerful mage, well-versed in arcane lore. He is a scholar, and his knowledge, alongside his tactical know-how and compassionate wisdom, have made him an indispensable advisor to the Cherrystone throne. Beyond that, he is a kind, if reserved, individual who cares fiercely for the late King Merciful and his daughter Mercia. Yeah, so I gotta do arcade mode for that, but, Emmerich is the son of a noble Cherrystone family. His siblings, twins, were 15 years his senior, which meant that he had a somewhat solitary childhood. He took refuge in his studies and devoured books voraciously. From a young age, he showed a deep interest in and talent for the arcane magical arts. He was a dedicated student who soon outstripped his tutors to become the leading mage of his generation. Very cool, super powerful mage who uses, the magic of cherry stones, which are those red crystals. Alright, and as always, we'll read more later, but let's get into Act 2, Mission 2, Shadows in the Mist. With Sedge defeated, Emmerich faces a new Florin threat. Oh no, are we fighting Greenfinger? I hope not. I am the ruler of this kingdom. The Gloomwoods are the home and hunting grounds of my tribe. See, I mess up saying words a lot because I'm also thinking about the voice I'm doing. Why do you enter our land armed and armored as you are? In shining steel with shields and swords. You see, Greenfinger? They are invaders. They've come to slay the Florin. Sedge will... No, Sedge. This is a Greenfinger's duty. A Greenfinger. So is Greenfinger their word for king? Your invasion ends here, humans. I will protect the Florin at all costs. Okay, so I guess they're used to, people moving through the woods, like merchants and stuff, but they're not used to an armed guard like we have. So the misunderstanding continues. We're fighting Greenfinger now. Oh my gosh, that's a big green mech. That's a big green mech. That is an Ent. Holy cow. Oh, we have a Trebuchet back there. Cool. These gloom giants are a force to be reckoned with. We need to try and keep them at a distance using our Trebuchets. While our trebuchets are unable to move and attack within the same turn, their range and destructive power render them an immense threat to our enemies. Of course, the trebuchets can't hit what they can't see. Sending battle pups into the mountains will provide us with the perspective we need. Alright, so we need to destroy the enemy stronghold or defeat Greenfinger. So Greenfinger is on this map somewhere, but the stronghold is here. So we're dealing with more Fog of War. Okay, this one's range is not quite good enough for me here. But I will attack this Green Knight. 81. Let me check real quick. Powerful long-range unit unable to move and attack in the same turn. Critical hit at max range. And this is max range. I guess max range is 5 for them. Yeah, so they'll take this out in one go. It's got a little squirrel on it. Oh, won't take it out in one go. I'm just... Sorry, I was being dumb. I do want to move a battle pup up here because it seemed like there was movement up above me. Maybe not. Okay, maybe I was just being dumb. Battle pup won't be able to take this one by itself, so I'll just have it move here and wait. Wow, that's still not enough. Okay, fine, I'll do it with Emmerich. Fine, if you want the lightning bolt, you'll get the lightning bolt. Yeah, I know there's another character in a Heaven Song, I think is the name of the fourth country, that rides a mech. There's like a little kid in a mech suit. Let's capture this spot here. And the other trebuchet, I guess, will move forward here. Yeah, so that it can be ready to attack something next turn. Do I have enough money to summon somebody else? Cool, I do. Start working on some pikemen. Now, Greenfinger was riding like a wooden deer, which was pretty cool. I guess, you know, plants can grow into any kind of shape, so... Wooden deer, wooden... whatever. So I think maybe there actually isn't anybody up here. What is this? This is... must be defended at all costs. So that's our stronghold. We need to get their barracks, and we need to defend our stronghold. Cool. Okay, well, I'll have Emmerich claim this spot as well.
A tactical advantage.
One thing that's tripping me up a little bit is the movement of how my units seem to inhibit other units from moving. That's something I'm not very used to. Yeah, I still can't see anything over there. Okay, we'll get a second pikeman here. Oh, whoops! I accidentally made a battle pup. I meant to make a pikeman. But okay. Okay, great. I got a battle pup out of position. He's gonna get attacked, but it is very different than in Fire Emblem. You know, units are expendable to a certain degree. I hate that it still makes the sound of them taking their moves, even though I can't see them. Ugh. Alright, so I need to start thinking about editing and releasing these episodes soon, so that y'all can see them. So, do I want to attack you, which would do enough to kill, or attack you, which would do enough to kill? Yeah. Let me attack the fresh one, then. And maybe this trebuchet can... No, can't move quite far enough. Okay, having my battle pups separated like this wasn't a great move. No, I guess you can't get into that tree, can you? I'm gonna reinforce, actually. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to have Emmerich attack this one. Because he's barely going to have any damage, and even though it won't get the kill, it'll leave these pikemen basically useless. And pup move up. It's the move up pup. Trebuchet move up. Pikemen guard the Trebuchet, and let's summon another pikeman this time. Yeah, and later when I have, like, more money built up, then I can... Do I? Oh, okay. I thought for a second, do I not own this? Because where's the number? But no, it doesn't show a number if they're at full health. So this would be at 10, essentially. It doesn't start showing the number until they're damaged. So... yeah, we'll kind of pre-forward with that. Yep, okay, there's an archer. The mountains will protect me to a certain degree. Not enough to a degree, though. Wow. Yeah, it's weird to think that even though all of these enemies have essentially the same stats as others in their class, sometimes it just seems like they're... sometimes it just feels like they're more powerful than mine, but... you know, that just might be a, the Florin's always greener kind of situation. Alright, so... yeah, I have enough to take this one out with the Trebuchet. And take this one out with the Trebuchet. Alright, so we're learning about all kinds of things. We learned about knights, we learned about wagons, and about trebuchets. Oh no, oh no.
I have a spell.
Oh, this was so dumb. This was so dumb, I shouldn't have moved him up here. Alright, is this going to be my knockout round? Yeah, because there's Greenfinger, so... yeah, hopefully this isn't enough for them to just body Emmerich right now. And that one turn delay between when I summon my two pikemen is really hurting me because... yeah, because my two pikemen are separated from one another. No, we'll wait here. Try and guard that town, and... yeah, I think it's time for a knight. Let's bring in a knight. I mean, trebuchets sound nice, too. I'll get a lot of use out of my trebuchets next turn. I should have waited. I should move units forward before moving... no, wait, I did move my trebuchets first, because I used them to kill things.
This should do the trick.
Yeah, I don't think Emmerich's gonna survive the rest of this turn. Well, wait, I don't think these dogs will take him out. No.
This should do the trick.
No, so now Greenfinger's just going to tear up the rest of my army, but Emmerich should survive. Aw, he didn't see my swordsman there. I did startle him. Okay, so we're in a dangerous position here, but let's take a look at Greenfinger. Powerful mobile ground unit. Critical hit when it attacks from a location 6 spaces away. So it essentially functions as a knight. Now, in the story cutscenes, he was wearing what... he was riding what looked like a, you know, whittled stick deer, but now it's like this cute buffalo thing. I like your mount this way a lot more. Okay. So... what would we have? 115. 115 damage. Are you saying we can kill you right now? Oh! I'm so stupid. That's not Greenfinger. That's just his riders. Stupid me. Okay. Once I saw him in battle and I saw there was multiple of them. Okay, because Greenfinger also rides a thing. So we want to... That'll be 15%. That'll be 77%. What about you? You could do 36, so... Okay, so my plan is to take out the pikeman first. I'll leave the giant, even though the giant is very strong. The giant will survive this turn at least. Emmerich's gonna come up here, and he's going to... I was gonna capture, but actually I'm going to Elder Shield instead.
Defend us.
Yeah, because that creates a spot also that blocks enemies from coming around and attacking Emmerich, and also I'm gonna get a little bit more armor that way. So... Yeah, I'll have pikemen take this guy out. I would have done it with the battle pups if I could, because I would have liked the pikemen to capture this spot this turn, but that's just not how it's going to be. So, keep moving people up. I'm going to move my knights down this way, actually. Yeah, and have a... Yeah, I'm not getting as much money per turn and out as I was feeling like I was getting, so let's make another swordsman and he can maybe try and run through here and capture stuff as I go. Okay, I prioritized attacking the riders because I thought I could, like, end the game right there. But that's not true. Okay, so you're gonna move back one space, Battle Pup. You're gonna stay there and guard Emmerich. And you're gonna start to move around here. Yeah, actually wait here. That'll be good enough guarding. Okay, I just heard another wooden giant moving. Unfortunately, he did something I really didn't want him to do. He moved out of range of my trebuchets. Yeah, that wasn't part of my plan. And there's rangers around here somewhere, but I can't see them. Yeah, darn you for being so smart. Okay. So, Knight's gonna move up here, and I'll start trying to capture this spot. I'll have my Knights kind of cutting off their income. That's my plan. And I'm gonna make another Knight to do the same kind of thing. I like Rangers a lot. I just lately have felt more like, oh, I need Knights. What is this tree here? Is this their stronghold? Thought I was trying to take out a... Yeah, it won't show it when it's under Fog of War. Okay, I need to take out their stronghold, not their barracks. So how about we do this capture now?
This should be advantageous.
And this will either distract them or it'll get us more gold next turn. And... this is not going the way I wanted it to. Yeah, it's gonna be a weak attack, but we need to start damaging this guy. We can't let him keep getting away with this. Yeah, I'd almost rather that killed immediately. Okay, well, at least now I can see this archer here. But he's not close enough for me to move anybody, so I can attack something with a trebuchet next turn then. Gonna start moving my trebuchet around this way. Yeah, and that's gonna kill my swordsman. So I think I'd rather wait, make them use up an action killing the swordsman and killing whatever. Excuse me. Yeah, let's move you down one space here. All right. What do you got, Greenfinger? Oh, I will not stand idly by while you threaten my people. Trying to go for like Treebeard, but I can't really think of how Treebeard sounds. Yeah, this is all just if we could just like take a second to talk. If we can go back to that cutscene screen. But I know it's like it's not that easy, and you gotta have fights because then you can play video games. Gotta have people fight each other sometimes. Alright, so my real question now is... The question on my mind is, do I want to send this guy straight up? Or do I want to... Yeah, to attack the Florin? Yeah, I can't... I was hoping I can attack buildings with trebuchets, but I can't. Like, I didn't want to capture it or anything, I was just kind of hoping. You know. Alright, well, all this and more next time on Comic Plays. Thank you for watching. We'll, hopefully defeat Greenfinger next time. Don't know where he is. He's probably over by the Stronghold. He's hanging back a lot more. We'll deal with him. We'll... You know, we'll get some pesticides and we'll just ruin his day. It's gonna be great.